Yo, yo, yo. What's up, folks? What's going on, Trace? Spider wand, indeed. I think we can get it. I think it's been teasing long enough. But first, I'm gonna move some stuff over. And then we're ready to go. It's gonna be even harder to keep this stash clean now that I have even less space. Isn't that just fantastic? Fantastic. Okay. I think that's it. Remember if I move the mage fist over, let's see. Back to the sorceress. Yes, I did. How am I missing a charm? I had matching charms. Oh. Oh, there. That's it. Probably is. I think I accidentally put some crap in my regular stash. This is so sad. I wonder if I update the mod if it'll just get rid of these four, because there's such a tease and they make it confusing. But I did check for updates. There were no updates, so I'd rather just leave it and not break anything, right? Okay. Date and time. Catacombs are actually coming up tonight. That works. Okay. Just need the tracker, because we're actually tracking these. We're up over 1275. Not bad. Of course, I was proud of this. And then Sir Fox released a video that he's done 5K, I think. So that's fantastic. Yeah. Now it is. All right. GL. What's going on, Ben? I should probably get the right art. Once we have the Unearthed Wand, then I can start using pictures of an actual Unearthed Wand, okay? A Sacred Armor right off the bat. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got my hazelnut latte for good luck. Warmth for the spirits. You all moved in. Yeah, I mean, I've been 97% moved in. There's like a couple things we left at the old house because we still like have time. So my wife went and picked up a couple more things yesterday. So I'll have my background a little bit more done by the next stream. I gotta put up my art and the daily double thing. The daily double thing is right there. You can't really see it though, but I'm gonna put it on the wall behind me, on top of that Spider-Man comic painting that I have. But yeah, that last 3% takes 2 years. Yeah, shouldn't take too long. We kind of have to get the rest of it by the end of this month because there's somebody else moving in, so I'll get there. Will it be unpacked? Why not? But we kind of did that on purpose. Like, we knew a lot of stuff would stay in boxes, so when we were preparing for the move, we bought a lot of storage bins, and that way everything that stays everything that stays unpacked is kind of like already in storage, you know what I mean? It's not just in like random boxes, and it's actually organized, so that's good. Gives us an excuse to not unpack it. Nice little excuse. But yeah, I think everything, like everything we actually need has been pretty unpacked since the first week or so. I had a lot of time off, so I wanted to use it for
Good day.
actually unpacking. Excavating the yard for your wife's new plant project. Have to do it all by hand. Why do you have to do it by hand?
Hello.
Surely that's an excuse to buy a fun, expensive tool, no? That's what I would do.
Not here.
Our place has a teeny tiny little vegetable garden at the end of the deck in the backyard. That'll be fun. We'll grow a couple things. It's very small, but it'll be fun. Manageable. I shouldn't call it small. It's manageable. I've tried to grow vegetables before. It usually doesn't work out. It's usually just a waste of money, but... Oh! Almost died there. My god, I'm chugging. Ooh, ethereal Drax. We stopped keeping track of ethereal stuff a long time ago. You can't get machinery into the backyard. It's too steep. Huh. That's so interesting. Wow. You can't do anything to, like, level it out a little bit? Level it out, kind of kill two birds with one stone, right? You kind of get like a... You can kind of build the space that your wife wants and have less of a steep backyard. I don't know. Yeah, feel free. It'd be interesting to see what you're doing. I did see a video on YouTube of a guy that redid his driveway, and he dug out a bunch of area and refilled it with dirt. And he picked up some dirt from some other guy that just like had a bunch lying around from whatever project they were doing. So you might get lucky and find somebody that needs your dirt. You never know. One man's trash, right? As long as it doesn't have any like huge stones in it. Even if it does, you might be able to just get rid of it and just say, hey, you deal with it. Oh, it's granite. Okay, yeah. You have to take it to like a dump then, right? Or maybe I suppose like a quarry would take it. Probably have to dump it in many loads. Can't you just borrow your friend's truck that you already broke once? Oh, through. With all this stuff going on with like graphics cards and RAM and stuff right now, storage, I am terrified of anything going wrong with my computer. Like I was actually thinking, I think I need to like undervolt everything, try to keep everything in pristine condition, because if something breaks, it's gonna... I think I might cry if I have to buy RAM. Like my GPU should be good. My GPU is like top of the line, less than a year old. We should be good, but you never know, man. You never know with this stuff. Prices are wild. I've seen pictures online. People are buying up all the GPUs and just like instantly flipping them to like server-based companies that are just gonna buy them at a loss just to have them. We bought a trailer and can load 2 cubic meters at a time. Just need to borrow something with a tow bar and get it to the dump. Yeah, it's always a pain. There's ways to do it, but it's always a pain to do that kind of thing. It's part of the job, though. Hopefully the dump's not too far from you. When we lived at the old place, there was a dump in our town / city, whatever you call it. No, it's more like a town. And they would only take hazardous materials. So then we needed to take it to a dump that was a little ways away to dump out what we actually needed to get rid of. Kind of annoying. It is spook, sir. Yes, sir. Guaranteed or your money back. Isn't that crazy? Money back guaranteed. It's quite rare in the streaming community, but that's what you get here. Daily Double, you get rare, unique drops and promises. We're getting D-Web tonight, and I don't care how long it takes. As long as it takes 3 hours or less. Is anything more than that, and I'll be in bed. Ooh, 5 minutes away is nothing, Ben. That's awesome. Nice. Yeah, getting rid of boxes is such a pain. Yeah. I mean, we have a pretty... Like, there's no limit on recycling up here. I don't know if there is over where you are. So if you have too much cardboard, typically you can just, like, cut boxes up and put them in other boxes and just leave as much as you want at the end of the street. As long as it's not too big, they'll take it. So that's usually what we do. But, yeah, you can't really beat a dump 5 minutes away. And we're getting Vampire Fang this, Vampire Fang that. Nice. You recycled a broken fridge for free? Now, what does that mean? I could take that two ways. Either that means you picked up a recycled fridge, or a broken fridge, and fixed it, and that's nice. Or, are you dumping fridges off at the dump without paying? The dump's not cheap down here. I think it's based on weight, but it always feels bad to pay to get rid of your trash, you know? Like, I get it. Obviously, it takes work, it takes money to get rid of, but it's just my trash. Just take it. I don't want it. You should be paying me. Probably some cool stuff in there. Lord's Gold, guys, we're getting some pretty good stuff, man. Dark Forest Spawn, we already got a Homunculus, we got a Storm Shield, we got Drax. It's gonna be one of those nights. Yo, what's up, Jay Bakes? How you doing, man? How have your overnights been, brother? I do not miss those days, man. I do not miss those days. But hopefully you're getting a little bit of a, like a pay bonus for that. I know some people get a couple extra bucks an hour for it. I'm gonna just put Dark Forest. I'm gonna put this on the drop list. I think it's a pretty rare item. I think it's worthy of the list. Yes, Jay, yes. I have a feeling too many people have been doing that in my area because it's... Yeah, they're starting to take those away, and I think that's why. You get 1 ton worth of dump vouchers when you pay your property taxes for the year. Oh, okay. Gotcha, that's crazy. And your father-in-law owns 20 houses? Sounds like he needs to be a Double D Fanatic member. Maybe one for each house he owns. Jeez, that is crazy. Well, that works. Very nice. I mean, technically, when you think about it, like on the subject of property taxes, that's pretty much like you're paying for your trash and stuff to be taken away on a regular basis anyway. So it's, I am already paying for that, even when I don't go to the dump. Just try to forget about it. Dust Shroud. Dust Shroud. Is there gonna be one that we can actually use? Oh, it's ethereal, so the answer is no. Energy Shield, Dust Shroud. Something about an Energy Shield, Dust Shroud being ethereal is kind of... That kind of goes, man. That kind of goes. About Ormus? I'll put Ormus up on there. We might get like 3 or 4, you know, so...
The order welcomes you.
You don't think anyone thinks the government is making profit on property taxes? Who knows, man? Who knows what the government's making profit? I bet they're making profit on everything. Some of the property taxes around here are pretty crazy. Mine, not bad, but when we're looking at buying houses, there were houses in you know, within 20 or 30 kilometers of me. The houses were not that big, and the property taxes were close to like $6,000 a year. Oh, a BK! Okay, dude, we're getting some good drops tonight, man. Already 3 on the list. But yeah, $6,000 a year for a property size is pretty crazy, in my opinion, for a house that's worth like 600,000-700,000. You're bad at it, yeah. Yes, Spookster. I'm gonna, honestly, I think I might have to ban you for that, man. Gotta draw the line somewhere, you know? You know what you've done. You've broken the law. Mercenary, brother, you need to... Oh. That's why he's dying so much. What was... Poor guy making fun of him. Meanwhile, he's naked.
I'll put that to good use.
My bad, brother. My bad. Sorry about that, Wahid. Yeah, this is the old man chat, okay? You gotta talk like you're 50 and not a minute younger. That's all we do here. Complain, complain, complain. Yes, sir. Come on, Andy. You're so hot tonight. You're so hot. I've never seen a hotter Andy in my life. Daily despair. No, I decided the rant channel is just this channel too. Yeah, it's crazy how a meme can make a set of numbers so repulsive. I hate it. The South Park episode's pretty funny though. South Park makes everything better. Another sacred armor. Sheesh. They're dropping like hotcakes. We still, in 1,300 runs, have only seen a single unearthed wand, though. I'm starting to think this item might be rare, guys. Who was saying this is a common item? I think somebody got it wrong. And it wasn't me. No, no, no. Wasn't me.
Hello.
Ooh, bone wand. What is going on with the startering though? That was I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's just a little stuttery doodad. Huh. Nothing's being overused. That's so weird. You know, surely when a meme is annoying, we get morning TV to cover it and immediately kills the meme. I love it. Yeah, the kids don't want to be doing nothing that the news is covering. That's for the adults. The oldies. Ceremonial javelin. I think we still do not have an ethereal set of titans. Which is crazy. Kind of like Clanker. Clanker's a good one, man. I think we all, the world needed that word to come alive. That's what I'm saying. We need a target that deserves it. Alright? We finally found one. Lacquered plate and swirling crystal combination. Wow. That's a nice drop, man. I'll add that to the list. Just the armor. Worth it, man. The list is... It's already pretty beefy. I think I might try out that new mod, that new Diablo 1 mod on Wednesday's stream, the Hell number 4. I think the Hell has been around for a really long time, but I guess it's version 4. It looks pretty freaking good, man. They got a lot of really cool stuff. I really enjoyed playing the Beelzebub mod, and that was a relatively small mod by comparison. So yeah, I might give that a shot. Gonna see how easy it is to get installed. I'm pretty sure it's easy. Diablo 1 mods are usually not too invasive. It looks like it's got a really cool system. A lot of new classes. The classes have subclasses. It's looking pretty cool. Your friend that talks to AI and believes everything it says? Yeah. Yeah. The problem is with people like that, even when you give them a very clear, like, oh, hey, here's a reason you shouldn't believe it, like what you did with comparing two products that don't even exist, they still will just be like, oh, well, it's gonna make mistakes, yeah, of course, but like, so do most people. Well, yeah, but if you listen to it blindly, it can be definitely rough. Like I've used, like, obviously I use it for software stuff. And I'll be writing code and I'll be like, hey, you know, I need a method that does this and this, and like, let's make an API call to this API. And they'll be like, okay, sure, like, here's the API call, here's what we're gonna do, and then it's gonna return like this format of data. And then I look at it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that API endpoint does not exist. And it'll be like, oh, completely correct, good catch. Like, what? And that's why vibe coding just does not work. Because if you try to listen to the AI for the entire thing, you're going to hit bugs. And if you don't actually know what it's doing, there's no way you're going to figure it out. Because even AI doesn't know what it's doing half the time. But it is good for basic stuff. Listening to it blindly is definitely an issue. Definitely. But it is a lifesaver, honestly. It has helped save me so much time with just like, when you need stuff that's just simple and you don't need to worry about it scaling and you don't need to worry about security, it's perfect. It really is. Oh, on philosophical topics? Yeah, that's a bit rough. Have you seen the video? I don't know his name. Um, let me find it. Alex O'Connor. Alex O'Connor. I think he's a big atheist YouTuber, and he has a video where he talks to ChatGPT, I think, about God. It's really interesting. Yeah. I only got about 30 or 40 minutes in, because it's kind of hard to just watch a guy talk to ChatGPT for an hour, but it was a really interesting watch. For sure. I think I kind of got the point early on that it was just like not really what you want to be doing with AI, you know? But some people are, yeah, some people are crazy with it. Unfortunately, I think typically with those people, I think if it's not AI, it's something else. So you can't necessarily blame AI, you know? It's mostly that the person was vulnerable and would be taken advantage of by some form or another. It's gonna get really bad when AI starts feeding you ads as well, though. You know what I mean? Like, people asking for recommendations for stuff and it just feeding them ads, which it might already be doing. I don't know for sure that it's not, but yeah. Oh, I hate it, Spookster. I hate it. Like, I was using it yesterday. I was using ChatGPT because I wanted to just try to get on a path to become like more senior level with my coding and like explore like some books I can read to get more of a senior understanding of some concepts. And one of the things that it said to me, I'm gonna read it. I sent it to a friend because it was so funny. What did it say? It said .NET and backend at a senior level. You already use .NET. This makes you dangerous with it. Like, what? How am I dangerous with it? I seriously need to tell it, hey, just stop. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, what's up, Pedro? Pedro the lion in the jungle. How you doing, man? Always making a grand entrance, huh? You've joined for the Death Web stream, I see. Yep. Tonight's the night. 1,300 runs in. Hot roast in your bowl. I mean, the wife and I made chili yesterday. I think I made enough chili for like 8 meals. I love that. I love that we can just spend like an hour making dinner and we have dinner for like the week. And it's good dinner. Turkey chili, baby. Tonight's the night every night. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah. Ben, that is lit. Yep. If you had used an M dash there instead of a hyphen, I would have believed that came straight from ChatGPT. And it may have. I think they actually... I don't want to say fixed that, but I think they changed it so it would stop using those stupid M dashes. You doing okay down there, Wahid? That ghoul giving you some problems? Good job. Yeah, tonight's the night every night. You're not wrong, but I have a feeling? Damn. Close. Close to being decent. That's a good pastime, Ben. Yeah, they're pretty easy to spot. They're pretty easy to spot. I had a few friends. I mean, my work is, they're pretty AI heavy, so they've been, you know, we have licenses and stuff for all sorts of different AI, and they tell us to use it, so there's nothing against it. But it was always funny to see people respond to emails and just be like, yeah, you didn't write that. You didn't write that. You have a friend that wrote it for you. But I mean, fair enough. Some people just aren't great with their words. They have an idea in their head and they have a hard time getting it out. Can't really blame them. It's not hurting nobody. Not yet. Except for the 18 trillion gallons of water that it's consuming, I guess. Pedro coming in with 5. Ben, he gets it. He gets it. 3rd time's the charm. Nice. D2R DJ got one as well. That's great. Good job. Thank you, Pedro. Appreciate you. Oh, and Hamdan got one? Nice. We got some of the regulars getting some memberships. Let's go. It's like lagging though. Where the hell's the 5th one? Trace, you gotta find your privacy settings, man. I don't know what's going on with you, but something in your settings, man. It's so weird. It even says on my thing, new members 4, not 5, even though you sent 5. The last one got left in the behind. North Korea or Cuba, where it's not allowed. Yeah. Been lying to us this whole time. No surprise. Yeah. You can't just outright tell me you're watching from North Korea. It's a big deal, you know. Cuba. Skull cap. What a great find. Yeah, to nobody's surprise, I still have not run the Ethernet through the walls. I'm not really sure how I want to do it yet, and I think I need to buy a ladder. There's just so much, man. When like we've moved into the house and there's just so many things that we need, and I'm just like, you know what? Maybe we should let the mortgage and utilities hit first before I spend all this money and find out that we don't have enough. But I think I need a ladder. I think I need one of those like really long drill bits for drilling through like studs in the wall. I saw some videos of how to do this stuff, and they're always using these really long wiggly drill bits. And then I need the Ethernet. It's too much. Gotta wait maybe another month. Do you have existing power lines that you can follow? I mean, I have some stuff. Like, there's actually, I wanted to use the existing cable line. I don't know about power lines. I don't really know how to understand what's going where, but I figured with the cable, I believe that I can see in the garage. And I was hoping that maybe I could tie it to the cable and then kind of yank on it and pull it through, because I don't need the cable. But I read online that that's not a great idea, and that chances are it's nailed down, so it's not really an option anyways. Now, just to be clear, I don't think that yanking on things is really a great idea. I was just hoping. Just hire someone? Yeah, I really don't want to hire someone. I really don't want to. I can do it. I could do it myself. I don't need help. I don't need anybody. I just need to procrastinate for a really long time and then pray that I don't screw anything up. Shouldn't be bad, right? Do you have a basement? I do have a basement, Pedro. The basement is where I will end up in about a year and a half, 2 years. When the wife and I have a kid, the kid's gonna get this room, and then I'm gonna be finished. I gotta finish the basement. It's unfinished. I'm gonna be finishing the basement and using that. And I mean, that'll be easier because I'll just be able to drill straight down. And it should be pretty easy. My problem is going up. When you're eating that through the floor? Well, I'm worried about coming up. I just don't know how to get up. I'm worried about not knowing like what's in my wall, you know what I mean? Exactly, Tommy. I don't need nobody. I'm a strong, independent streamer. We don't need no man. I really think I'm just overcomplicating it. Like the layout that my house has and where the internet is, it should be very simple. I just am procrastinating because I'm nervous. And I get your sentiment, Ben. Like, it's a good idea to pay somebody who knows what they're doing. That kind of thing. But, I really, like, there's some people that say, and I'm, like, I mean, like, some electricians that say, it really is not a big deal. You can do it yourself. Just do it. And then there's some that say, hire somebody. You find a place from the room and drill down. Yeah. That's what I was gonna do, but I think that if I do that, then I end up with a hole in my ceiling. And my ceiling is a popcorn ceiling. And I don't really want to have to deal with patching that. Like, I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do is end up just like drilling holes in the wall, like Jay said, and just seeing what's in there. And it should just be like an empty path between two studs that I can just go straight down. And then I can patch those up, it's fine. Ceiling in the basement? No, the ceiling in the basement is, oh, I see what you mean. So you mean go from this room on the second floor, go straight down past the main floor into the basement and then back up? Because the modem / router is on the main floor. But yeah, that actually makes sense. If it was in the basement, then that would be the best way to do it. I'm on the second floor. Yeah, if I was on the main floor, no, I'm on the second floor. It's a 2-story, not a bungalow. Yeah. Ben, I'm willing to take the injury if it means that I have Ethernet. All I want is a modem on an outside wall. Yeah, it is, which is why I'm so concerned, is because if I go through the wall that it's currently right beside, then I know that I have insulation and I think firewall as well. So I wanted to go to a different wall so I didn't have to deal with that stuff. But I'm not sure if there's a real way to avoid it, because even then I'm gonna have to go through insulation and such. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it. Look into it a little bit more. I've just been procrastinating. Plus, we have other stuff to do. I've been doing other crap. Drill out and go up on the outside. That's my #1 idea right now, is to go. So the way that they installed the Ethernet is that, or sorry, the fiber, is that it comes from outside through my garage, and then through one wall into my living room. So I was thinking if I just go back out into the garage and then I go up and then I go back in, my room's right there. So instead of going up the wall and then having to turn and figuring that out, because I'm not really sure, I think I could do it, but it would be a little bit tricky. If we just go out, up, and back in, it might work. So I just need to get a ladder so I can get up there, and then the plan is to just drill a small hole in the garage and a small hole in my room and shine a light and see if I can see it. And if I can, then I know that it's fairly straightforward, right? Use this storm to... Okay. I might, at this point, I might as well just put it through the ventilation, right? What rating cat do I need to handle the 22-degree heating that I'm sending throughout my house? Is that what a bungalow is when your house is only on one floor? Yeah, Tommy, a bungalow is when you just have like your main floor and then the basement. Yeah, I'm definitely getting cat 6. But you can get like cat 6A is like when it's more wrapped and it's better for outside. But I learned that's more for like literally if if your stuff is outside, like if you have security cameras or like a TV that you have outside. So I'll just be getting cat 6. I don't need the additional shielding. It also makes it a little bit harder to work with apparently. And it's more expensive, slightly. But yeah, Ethernet's pretty easy as long as you're not going like really sharp bends, because you can actually like kind of kink it apparently. But as long as you don't go too crazy, it's pretty easy to work with. Now again, like going back to bends, just hire somebody. If this was actually power, I would hire somebody. Like when we finish the basement, I have a list of things that I want to actually hire somebody to come and do. Like for electric, I want to make sure that I hire somebody to make sure that I have like the breaker is good and all my setups are good and have them just like sign off on most of it, and the plumbing as well, so I make sure that, you know, I'm not gonna risk any water damage. There's just some stuff that's, you know, worth, even if you're confident, worth getting a professional to sign off on. Buy your wife a bunch of furniture that you can use for cable management. I already need to, man. The fiber that's coming through the wall, that's like where the modem is right now, is just like on the ground. It's not good at all. We gotta get some furniture there. Nice, Jay. You started tiling the shower wall today. I can't believe you're not finished. On one hand, I can't believe it. On the other hand, you're only doing it like on weekends, right? So I'm just happy that you're still doing it, man. Good for you for like sticking with it and not just giving up on it. You gotta send some updated photos. You're lazy and unmotivated. Let's go. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Now, I've been super motivated now that we own the house, obviously. I don't know how long it'll last, but there's just a lot to do. It's mainly just a money thing, because I need a lot of tools for doing some other stuff. Like I said, we want to finish the basement, so I'm kind of keeping that in mind as well. So it's more like, what do you want first, right? It gets old real fast. Yeah, I bet. Goes from fun to work. You agree electric and plumbing should be done by somebody who knows what they're doing? Yeah, for sure. Yep, paint. Yeah. I mean, even like, I'm talking like drywall, insulation, framing, all that kind of stuff. Like, there's actually a lot of really, really good resources for how to do that stuff. And most of it, like, if you do it wrong, you're not really gonna, nothing's gonna go terribly wrong. You might waste some space or lose some, you know, efficiency, but you're not gonna flood. You're not gonna burn it down. And another thing that's just really important is having it be a part of the house for value. Like, if you finish your basement and you don't get the correct permits and you don't get stuff done correctly, then you're not even like, it'll fail inspection when you try to sell the house. You won't even really be able to have it as part of what you're selling. So I want to make sure I do it right. But mainly it's just because I don't want to flood and or burn down the house. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How can I repair my own home if I don't use my own home to train and learn from the ground up? So what? I make a few mistakes and I, you know, hurt myself a few times and waste hundreds and hundreds of dollars. No problem. I mean, honestly, I think that's best case scenario. I'm glad to hear that you guys have faith in me. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are very confident. You fines, yeah, no problem. You inspectors coming in telling me to redo all the work I've done because I did it completely wrong. No problem. Polished wand. The closest we've come all night. Yikes. Okay, Pedro. We all know you've laid some pipe. Plumber Pedro, that's what they call him. PP. PP has many, many meanings. Papa Pedro, Plumber Pedro, Pedro Pedro. Build it well enough to hide from the inspectors. There we go. That's the secret. Whoa, why you do that to me, Andy? Why? Grim wand? I mean, we're seeing the wands at least. My bad, PP, my bad. The death's web is coming, man. It's just gonna take a little while. Christ. I really thought we'd have one by now, like not even when it became the last item, but like way before that I thought we'd have one. Way before the Teamite. I've had a Teamite for a while now. Oh, forgot this was a facet. 3-5 cold. Oops. Got a lot of facets. Oh, it's a bad seed, didn't you know? I'm actually on the seed where it's not even possible to get the item I'm looking for. And this whole thing is a big waste. Yeah. Okay, Trace's name's changed. Does that mean that you figured out your security thing? Laughing at my own joke. Now you're Trace 404. No longer a member of the Republic of North Korea. Let's go. Branch. Oh, yeah. It's privacy stuff. Exactly, yeah. So you had some kind of private channel. Cool. There you go. Well, listen. Pedro's... It says new members 4, so the 5th membership is coming at a random sometime in the future. And I think it's got your name on it. Is it a new channel, or did you change your channel privacy? I mean, the picture's the same, unless you just used a different picture. I mean, it could just be an imposter, actually. Gotta be careful. Oh, could it be a Chan? We just got a beam. Goal rune. Not bad though, not bad. You know, we'll take a beam. It's been a while. It got me excited, as you could hear, but damn, that would have been crazy. It's all good. It's all good. All good. I mean, listen, with that filter, it could have been pull, could have been so made a new channel, but can switch the old. Okay, no, it doesn't really matter. If you're happy using this one, then it is what it is. It says gullible on the floor. Okay. No, it doesn't. I already looked. Ancient armor. Damn, first beam though. That's nice. That's nice. I think... Did we get a beam at the very start? I think we got a beam like a couple runs in. So it's been over 1,000 runs since the last beam, so nice. We take it. Even though it's basically half a high rune, really. What can you do, man? What can you do? You consider running at like players 4 instead of 8? That would change the loot draws. Yeah, I've changed the loot draws, so definitely not for the better though. That just changes the no drop, right? We're already doing it fast enough that I definitely don't need a lower players count. I don't think it'll well, it does change the seed, right? But no more H5E, just 404. Yeah. No, I honestly, man, it's a 1 in 4K drop. So it's just gonna take time. But that's why I did what's it called? Chaos last stream, because I didn't want to do this every single time because it is gonna take a while. So we'll switch it up a little bit, but I have faith that this will be the area to drop it. It's definitely maybe not the best odds, but it's up there. It's up there, and it's easy for me to do. You just gotta have faith and patience. Second set of jabs tonight. So how many runs is that? Is that... Did we get 200 runs done? I think we started at 1175? Or was it 1275? No, I think it was... Yeah, maybe it was 12. Yeah, definitely gotta keep your players 7. Where's the loot? I haven't found many other like super rares in a while either. Looking for a second teammate, you know? Give me more sacred armors. Maybe we need to go back to Mephisto. It's been a while since I've done any Mephisto runs. A long time. I think the last time we did Meph runs was when I was trying to get Tyrio's Might from Iraq. That was... that was like a half a year ago. Jeez. Ringy. Naggle. Summon Necro runs? Oh yeah, for sure. Let's just cut down the speed by like 20 times. Yeah. I was down to do some Necro runs if we get the Death Sweat, but no sooner than that. And that's taken a little while already. It would be cool to get the Cham on the Necro though, considering I haven't used it at all. We leveled it up and then that was it. Lots of uniques, just not the ones we're looking for. Necro's probably the worst shard next to Barb. Yeah. Yeah, the Druid is definitely better. The Barb is good for, you know, pits, drab. He has his spots where he really pops off. The Necro is just... I really am curious, though, once we have the Death Web, to see just how crazy it can be with, like, literally best in slot gear, right? Like, we're gonna have everything at that point. As long as the Death Web doesn't roll to be complete garbage, which obviously there's a chance, which would really suck. But we'll still go ahead and put a Poison Facet in it. Maybe make a Bramble, maybe not. Enigma. All the best of the best. We'll put Poison Facets in everything, because we have plenty. And see what it can do. I've been saying that for a long time, and it can't be done until we got that wand. Which I'm starting to feel like might never happen, so... yeah. You make some... yeah. I was thinking about that a lot, because the Bramble, like, the poison damage seems super nice, but not having Enigma is like... ugh. What kind of peasant has to just walk around, right? Yeah, I guess we'll see the damage without it. If he still has good damage just with the Enigma, then I'm fine with it. I just wanted to maximize the damage because I felt like he needed it. Poison Nova is a cool skill, but it, you know, can definitely be underwhelming. Ringy. Ah, there's the Manal. I've been waiting for you. Oh, time. It's all about Corpse Explosion? Yeah, that sucks. It really does. Like, I just don't care about Corpse Explosion. I just want Poison Nova. I want to melt them. I want a ring of poison to melt them down. I don't want to have to worry about exploding their little bodies. Yeah, it all comes back to Corpse Explosion, eh? I was hoping Poison Nova plus Fire Golem, you know? Finish him off. With the Holy Fire. We'll see, it could still be fun. I haven't played an Necro in a very long time. Very long time. I know it's probably only good on the lower players counts though. Like I think the damage might not be there for like player 7. Especially because Corpse Explosion does not scale with the players count, right? So that's definitely a bitch to deal with, but you can't have it all. It does? I thought it didn't. When we were playing through, it nerfed. It's nerfed on higher. Oh, okay, okay. So it scales, but it doesn't scale like 1-to-1. Okay. I thought it didn't scale at all. Well, at least it scales a little bit. Okay, we might have enough time for one run here, but we're about to lose our terrorization. Gotta be fast. Okay. Nothing. All right, change the time. Yeah, Pedro, I saw that, man. How you liking it? Buddy of mine, I've been playing Arc Raiders with him before. Like we were playing in late November, early December. It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. I haven't played since the new update. Kind of got a little bit tired of it because we were playing it a lot. But it's a fun game, man. Hope you're enjoying. It's toxic and you love it? Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I am a shoot on sight type of player. Like that, there's definitely times when I've been friendly, but it's a lot more fun to just go crazy. And 80% of the time, I am the one that comes out as the dead boy, so I don't feel too bad about it. Definitely a good game though. Damn, lots of items with long names. I got a little bit excited there, I can't lie. I see the unique text. I see the long name. Like, Unearthed One, is that you? No. Tisn't. Yeah, I've been fiending for something story-based lately. Some Witcher or Baldur's Gate or Final Fantasy, something. I've just been fiending for it. But I really wanted to make some progress on the Grail before I started anything else. Finish off the challenge run, that kind of stuff. Get some videos back out there before I move away from my niche, right? But I've been really just craving a good game with some good story. Rogue Explosion does the same damage based on base HP. Oh, okay, I was right. Okay, yeah. Now, to be fair, Trace, the only reason why I knew that was because somebody told me. And I could have sworn it was you. I thought back in the day you told me, because it was really tough to play the Necromancer when we were doing the playthrough, because I did all my playthroughs on players 8. And you guys were telling me it doesn't scale, so it's going to be really hard. And it was really, really slow. So yeah, it's such an interesting, like, I guess I get it, because if it did scale, then it would almost be like players 8 would be just as easy as players 1, because you'd be basically doing the same damage, right? The numbers would just be different. But percentage-wise, you'd be doing the same damage. But if I don't know, maybe they should have just done it like a 50% scaling or something? I don't know. Something would have been nice. Because I feel like it's definitely only a player's 1 ability. But maybe players 3, maybe players 5, depending on how much damage you're doing with other stuff, I guess. But we'll see. We'll give it a little bit of a shot. I just have such a hard time farming on anything but player 7. It makes me feel like I'm honestly wasting my time, you know? Like, why would I give up? Pretty much literally giving up drops just to play a different class, right? It's a bad mindset, but it's hard for me to escape. Yeah. That's true. I guess at the very high levels, the AoE can get absolutely massive. And the damage is still pretty decent. I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Like, it's not like any of the other abilities scale with players count. So why would that one, right? When you think about it that way, it kind of makes a good amount of sense. Didn't have Infinity? No, I don't think we did. You're right. No, we didn't have Infinity. Actually, I think the Necromancer was one of the first characters to get leveled. I think it was actually the first one after the Sorceress and the Paladin to get leveled. Oh, he got melted. Wow. Jeez. Yeah, we'll see how it is with the Infinity.
Hello.
Plus, having like a ton of gear means that your curses are nice and big too. You gotta love the curses just being massive. Massive curses, massive corpse explosion range. It's a good time. Definitely a slow run though, especially with bossing. Yeah, plus skills, exactly. We'll have a ton of plus skills. Ooh, ringy. Ring-a-ling-ling. No. You guys think we'll get a second SOJ before I get the Death Web? I kind of think we will. Not that the SOJ is common, but with how long it's probably going to take to get this damn wand. Scarab shell boots. It's been a while since we've seen these. I always like a good pair of Sandstorm Treks. More probably, yeah. I think so too. Oh, crazy to think about 2 SOJs being more likely than the stupid wand. It's just a wand. Just gimme. It's crazy because we haven't found any SOJs in the other thousands of runs that we've done to get Team Might and Wind Force and Grandfathers and Mang Songs and all these other really rare items. There's been no SOJs. And all of a sudden I get one and I'm thinking, oh yeah, common item. We'll find another one for sure. Andy, when will you learn that your words hurt? It'd be nice if just one time she says like something nice about me. Like instead of die maggot, she says, hey, beautiful. Something like that. It'd be nice. Farming terrorized Neolithic spawns on the same game to cancel double unique drops. What does that mean? Farming terrorized Neolithic spawns on the same game to cancel double unique drops. Just to try to force the item we're looking for? I mean, I remember we talked about doing that for the teammate. Like if we ever got a sacred armor, farming everything else so that if another one dropped, it was guaranteed to be the right one. I don't think Neolithic has ever dropped me anything better than a D key, unfortunately. I know some people have gotten some decent stuff. I had a friend back in the day that got a Griffs off of Neolithic, but... Yo, what's up, Lil Houston? Oh, yeah. Dude, we're leaving lots on the ground, brother. We're at that point in the game, man. If it's not a death sweep, I'm not picking it up. How you doing, man? It's been a long time. I remember you being around for my 500 subscriber special, man. Way back in the day. Lou Hoodison. One of the OGs. Another ring. Yeah, man. No, it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Oh, a wisp projector. Nice. On the ground. Oh no. My storage is full. Wisp projector's nice. The infamous top tier double D. See, even Jay Bakes knows you, man. You are one of the only people, one of the only two people to be a double D fanatic. Yeah, the item clutter sucks. You've been using the zoom in a little bit. Try to make sure I'm not missing nothing, but I gotta start filtering out every item except for Unearthed Wand, I swear to God. Unearthed Wand and runes, otherwise I don't want to see it. At this point, just don't even show me. Maybe make a beam for Unearthed Wand. I wish I knew how. I could probably figure it out by going into the mod. The problem is that, the problem is... I guess it's not really a problem. The problem with... I stopped making edits to the mods because when you reinstall them, it overwrites whatever change you've made. It overwrites it with the default. So when I was going back and forth between the Holy Grail account and actually doing challenge runs, I was reinstalling like different mods every time. So I just stopped doing it, which is why now Poe will still show a beam because I had edited that out and then uninstall, reinstall, and it just overwrote those changes. But I could just keep the item filter. It's not like that's really a big deal when I'm doing challenge runs. Beam for Alvin with the light radius, hell yeah. That's a good idea, Ben. Yeah, second PC. Especially with what I was saying about the price of parts earlier. I mean, I'll just get some more RAM. Maybe I'll pick up like a 5090. Okay. Why not? Why the hell not? Yeah, light radius. It'd be pretty sweet if there was a like a paladin aura called Holy Light that just scaled with light radius. Can you imagine? Like, what's that aura that like knocks back the undead? This sanctuary? Or salvation? I can't remember. Almost as useful as prayer, yeah. You steal the RAM from the Walmart display PCs so you can save 1K. Yeah, I mean, that's worth it, right? Completely and totally worth it. Sanctuary, yeah, right. I feel like Sanctuary should scale with light radius. You get a 6-socket weapon, 6 L runes. Is L... I guess I don't have an L rune here, but does L give light radius on the weapons too, or is it like attack rating or something stupid? Something useless instead of the mighty light radius. Another facet. Another facet. I forgot to put the other facets on the job list. Okay, let's see what color this one is. We're still looking for a green 5/5 poison. This one is Peach. Princess Peach.
Hello.
I'm gonna go 5/5 light. Buy 1 GPU, set up Hyper-V pass-through, add GPU to a VM, and call her a day. Honestly, I could probably do that. I could probably host a VM. Yeah, with my current setup. And just have like a picture-in-picture setup going. How demanding could D2R be, right? Stamina's pointless unless you're starting a new character, in which case it's a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, with the way prices are going, I could set up a VM and sell it. Sell it to people on my street. Cheaper than buying a new PC, 50 bucks a month. You can use 25% of my resources. Log in through AnyDesk. You know what I'm saying? How's the latency? It's not great. I'm gonna be honest, but it's cheaper. 5/4 lightning. 5/4 lightning. Well, you can only access the GPU on one. Too much work. Make it cost stamina? It's actually not a bad idea. Like, that's actually... It sounds wacky, but I feel like that could genuinely be an interesting nerf. I don't... But then what? Like, I guess you just start buying stamina pots, right? All you're really doing is forcing me to buy stamina pots. It'd be an interesting concept, though. $1,400 runs. We're gonna pass the 1,500 mark tonight. That's nice, at least. Not a mod, but modded D2R. So I just have, what do I have? I have expanded inventory, expanded stash, and an item filter. So the item filter just puts beams on high runes like this, so we can see them more easily. Changes the name a little bit. And then obviously the stash is really big and the inventory is really big. But I don't use the inventory, I just use it for space, so I'll never put charms up in the expanded amount. So we're not getting any additional like power from it. Just some convenience. Which some people could argue is technically more power, but whatever. But I actually haven't played any mods in a really long time. Had some people asking last stream about D2R. What was it? Diablo 2 Reimagined? Was that it? So I might try that sometime soon. I've seen a lot of people playing, like, I don't know if it's Project Diablo 2 or Path of Diablo. I don't think Path of Diablo is quite as big as Project D2 anymore. But I've seen some screenshots, and I don't know if I can get behind the UI that they've made. It's got a lot going on. I'm not a huge fan of it. When I see the screenshots, like, their items are so cluttered. There's just a lot. The only cheating I do is pre-recording for the amazing drops. I mean, I cheat, loose definition of cheat, but you know, like, it's not Andy Terrazone right now. I also changed the date and time to get that going, so technically this is not legitimate, but it's fun. He's gonna milk the D-Web? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Guys, I'm not finding the D-Web. Maybe if I get 100 subs. And then I get it in the next run. Whoa! How the hell? How does he do it? What was that flicker of the screen that happened right after the subs hit? Why did the screen go black and then... Don't worry about it. Don't ask those questions, you're banned. For example, one teleport costs 5 to 10% level depending stamina. Stamina pop buff would be cancelled after teleporting, but you still get 100% when you're drinking it, and Shrine would make the teleport free. Yeah, something like that would be cool. 5 to 10%. So you get about 20 to... Yeah, 10 to 20 teleports on a bar stamina. Again, I feel like if you... I don't know. It feels like it would just be more of a nuisance than an actual, like, nerf. Because if you can just use a stamina pot... Yeah. Anything for the death swim, yes. I love that. Curious why you're farming Andy. Just because I thought Andy would be, like, terrorized Andy. You know, Andy has the permanent quest bug in D2R, so she drops a buttload of items. We've gotten all of our other mega rares from Andy. We got the Tyrio's Might from Andy. So I figured it would be a good way of getting it. I mean, I somewhat looked up drop rates, and Andy was seemingly the easiest in terms of how long it would take to get kills. Would still be enough to get to Andy. That's true. That's true. I don't need many more than 20 teleports. Bale is highest. Yeah, see, Bale is highest, but then I gotta do 5 waves, right? And then Bale takes even longer to kill. So I could do Andy and do 0 waves, and she dies in like 6 fireballs. Ben, I don't think that's where D-Webs go. Okay? Just because you like to do that in your free time doesn't mean you get to make assumptions about these zombies. Disgusting. And he's on the drop table. It is when she's terrorized. So right now everything is level 96, right? Which is a nice thing about Terror Zones. You get a little bit of a boost. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. E-Web is a toothpick. You guys gotta stop. Listen, a Death Web is a very useful and rare item. It doesn't go up your ass. It doesn't go in your mouth. And it especially does not go up your ass and then into your mouth. Okay, so stop with the terrible D-Web comments. It goes in the stash where it will sit forever. Yeah, really tasty. Get that right in between your molar and your gums, huh? Well, that's the hard part, Jade. Asking Andy to take off her strap. You don't want to do that. Trust me. You're in for a bad time. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy, isn't that cool? It's such a sweet little set effect. The problem is that it just kind of sucks, you know? Like as a kid, I always wanted it to be so good. Like I wanted to go full Fireball, Meteor, Necromancer with the full Trang set. You look so cool. But don't they have like an absolutely atrocious like breakpoint for their faster cast rate? It's like so bad. Not to mention the fact that the fire just does not do any damage. That's a fair mistake, Ben. The Unearth and Unearth Wand is a little bit misleading. It's a little bit misleading. I don't know how they came up with that name. The set bonus is mediocre, yeah. And it's especially unfortunate that the partial set bonus on a sorceress isn't even good, right? Because it caps the amount of like plus skills you can get. Same way that Call to Arms on a barbarian doesn't work the way that it should. I think it's a little bit lame, but on the other hand, it would be pretty overpowered, so Caduceus, it's a pretty good one. Took us a while to find the Griswold set. I think it was one of the last sets we found. You can go Trang armor, gloves, and belt for +3 fireball on the source. Yeah, but it's definitely not worth it, right? For +3. Maybe if it was like 2-piece. Like if it was the gloves, because you're already going to use... But then you lose the 1 fire skills from Mage Fist, right? So it's like... When are you ever going to use that? Grim Wand. That's not the right wand. Trang glove, belt, and offhand. Listen, if you can get the Trang offhand on a sorceress... Unearthed from her skirt. A little spider skirt. I don't even know if you can call that a skirt, Jay. It's more of a scrap of cloth. You're just trying to make Andy sound a little bit sexier, aren't you? She's definitely not the smartest, Ben, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that because she's pretty. That makes sense for stuff like stacking run speed for lower cross and pit farming. Yeah, but why do you need run speed? You're teleporting around like a madman. Genuinely, like, sometimes I will just teleport instead of even taking 2 steps. Not pit? I mean, honestly, I don't know if I would ever use a sorceress for pit farming anyways. I feel like pits farming is so nice on either Hammerden or... I mean, even with the Hammerden... I guess with the Hammerden, you do walk around a lot. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I see what you're saying. But I don't know about it on the sorceress. I feel like I'd still be teleporting around. But that's just me. I'm lazy. Teleporting is easy. Until Blizzard reads this chat and starts putting a stamina cost on it. Gotta be careful. Record plate. $14.57. Damn. Before or after 2,000 runs, I wonder. Running around with a hammered in. Yeah. The only reason is because in pits, I almost find it like just easier to teleport into one of the small little rooms and then just spam hammers as you walk across the room, rather than teleporting, like having to switch between teleporting and casting. And I don't know, it's specifically in the pits, it just feels better for me. Obviously you're still doing a lot of teleporting, but just for positioning. $20.48. I forgot about the $20.48, Jay. I forgot. Oh, I'm excited now. Might have to stay on for another 600 runs tonight. See what the wife says. 600 runs, what is that? Another 4 hours? Not too bad. The Stone Crusher. 100 Maggot Lair runs, yeah. Yeah, that's where we're finding it. See, maybe I am on the wrong map. Maggot Lair until Death Sweat. I'll do it for 100 subs. $21.9 is probably one of my better Ravenflaws, so I'm gonna keep that one. Dimensional Blade. It's a really cool item. Looks super similar to the original art. I need a real life crystal sword to put on the wall. Easy Mega Lair next patch. Does it not terrorize? Oh no, it doesn't terrorize, but Mega Lair level 3 is an area level 85, right? Can you get Death's Web from Mega Lair? Probably not, right? Or can you get it from an area level 85? I guess if you can't get it from... Let's see. What's now? Let's see, items... Silos pen. Let's see, player 7, party size 7. How much MF do we have? 419. Item. Peak. Death. Yeah, we can actually get it from the Maggot Lair. It's got a 1 in 2 million. Oh god. From the Death Beetles. And what about can Cold Worm drop it? 1 in 120k from the uniques. Good enough odds. Yeah. Hey man. 100 subs and I'll do Mega Lair to Deathsweb, and probably give up after about 2 streams and then just ghost you guys. Let me know if you're in. Seems fair. What would I even use? I wonder what I would use to farm the Mega Lair. I feel like Nova could be good. I feel like even maybe Fireball would be pretty good. Time to swap over. Yeah, right. Aspired Helm. Damn. Damn. Not lucky. Lots of drops, just not what we need, man. What's going on tonight? It's almost like every other night, where I never get what I need. What? Weird. Lich Wand. Oh, that's the wrong one, man. I have to feel like this was kind of close, you know, like it's kind of close. It's required level 79. It's a wand. Like it's kind of a tease, kind of. Keep your light radius at 18 at all times. It's a good rule, man. Where was she keeping the Lich Wand? You don't want to know, Ben. You don't want to know. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do keep kind of bringing it up. Right behind that little scrap of cloth. The wrong strap. Yeah, you know how she's kind of like a spider, right? Well, yeah. She's got 8 of those too. Right when you think she's done with you, it's like a revolver. She hits you with the next one. Some people like it. Some people not too happy with that kind of surprise, you know? Stop calling me that. Another ringy. Exactly, Jay. Exactly. Some people wouldn't know a good time if it came in their face 8 different times. Isn't that kind of wild? Who's my favorite D2R YouTube streamer? Probably Sir Fox, honestly. I don't know, there's just something about him. Like, I honestly don't consume too much content because if I have time for it, I'm usually just making my own. But I love Sir Fox, man. He's a really nice guy. Ever since I started watching his stream, even when I was tiny, he was giving me shout outs and he actually seemed interested in what I was doing as well, which is really nice, you know? And he does some crazy stuff, dude. The dude is nuts. The amount of lower Karas farming he does. Nuts. I just assumed I couldn't vote for myself, Ben. Right? UFG drops another Ormus. Yeah, I like the Ormus grind. It's fun to... We have at least 6 or 7 from the 1,000 runs we've done, so... Holy shit, Tommy with the black magic getting me my drop. I don't know if I can afford to pay the price. Hey, Trace, what on earth? What? Are you manifesting dust shrouds? My least favorite D2R stream? I don't have a least favorite. Genuinely, I don't.
The order welcomes you.
Read a chain lightning with 15% lightning skill. Oh man, it's like it's kind of good. I mean, is that we could pair it with one of our 3 griffs that we found? God, I gotta do some cleanup. We're finding too many good... All of this, by the way, guys, all of this is from the 1,500 runs we've done so far. Obviously not the torches, but the Andes, the griffs, the Haws, the storm lashes, the Mang songs, the wind forces, all of these, even the Templar's might. Like, we've been getting some pretty good drops, which is why I'm like, come on, hurry it up with the death web, you know? Like, the luck has been pretty good for 1,500 runs. 1,500 runs anywhere else, you're not getting that. But no dirty poo wand. What Blizzard thought it was a good idea to have every source skill available on the Ormus. I don't really mind it. It's a nice little roulette. The real issue is the fact that not only is there every skill, but there's also a roll on the elemental damage. So it's like, even if you finally land a good skill, if you roll low on the elemental damage buff, you're like, okay, do I even want to use this? You have to have both, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes, Trace the Soothsayer, let's go. If you didn't already have it, you'd be getting it for that one. That was a good call. That was a wild call out. Someone's gonna get a telekinesis Ormus and be stoked. I mean, maybe. Who knows? There's some weird people out there, man. Some weird people that collect some weird stuff. If telekinesis did splash damage, that could be a build. Telekinesis used to pick up actual items. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I didn't know that was a thing. But if it was, I'm pretty sure the only reason that was changed was because people were scamming with it. That's probably the only thing. Because, I mean, telekinesis should pick up items, but people are probably getting robbed. Dial-up days. Yeah. That makes sense, too. You just, like, robbing drops straight off the boss's corpse. Damn, another Drax. And to be honest, I got excited there, too, because these... had some really long names. I see the long names, I get online robbing. Online armed robbery, man. It's a thing. Andy's doing it to me right now. Just offline. Technically, that's a new build, I guess. Anything that's not meta is a new build, right? Check out my new Defiance build, guys. Could have only worked in single player, though. Yeah. Well, you don't want to scam yourself. That would be... That's the worst kind of scam, man. Could you imagine the mana regen with 40 points into warmth? Oh my. Really makes you think, what's the point of an insight, right? When I could just put 40 points into warmth. No point. I remember when I first got LOD, and I ran, like, I didn't even know what it was. I just wanted it, you know? I was a kid. There was more Diablo 2? Yeah, I want that. And I get it, and I'm going through the new characters, and then all of a sudden, I somehow randomly open up this interface to put gear on my mercenary. And I genuinely, as a kid, thought I had just never figured out that you could put gear on your mercenary. Not even thinking that it could be an expansion thing. I just thought I was really stupid. Which is probably also true. But eventually I figured it out. Thorn's weapon, throw barb, and the D3 sub, and just realized there's nothing of value there. You gotta appreciate those people though, because for every million people who try a build like that and it's completely garbage, there's one guy that, you know, finds a legitimate off-meta build that eventually becomes so well known that you forget it was even unknown, right? Maybe not for 20 years, but it happened one day. Creating the meta, yeah? This map hack seems legit. Surely I'm not going to lose my banking details. What's a keylogger? Yeah, exactly, Tommy. Exactly. I feel like at this point in time, though, like it's, you know, I don't think it's possible to find another build, really. We're too deep into it. There's been too many years and not enough change, right? That's the cool thing about the new modern ARPGs, and every season is different, so there could be something that you didn't know because things have changed, and it's worth trying out new builds. But with D2, I think we've definitely hit the limit. And then it goes to the challenge runs where it's like, can you beat the game with no items, or only uniques, or only thorns damage, or I mean, what did Zarfin do the other day? Or it was a couple months ago now, but it was one-shotting bosses, right? Like that's crazy. That's the direction that it's going in. Really cool stuff. Bam. I'm playing D2, but just like your necromancer, we have to have one hand on our wand at all times. Do you think that would get taken down, or you think that might be a good YouTube video idea? Hold on. Arctic Black Oak Sage only build. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Polished wand. Tell me about it, eh? Depends on how good the face cam is. It'd be really zoomed in, let me tell you that. It would be really zoomed in. I give a new definition to the word face cam. It's all face. DSP stream? It does sound like a DSP stream. I believe he's already done that one. It was a hit. Maybe I should do that. The road to fame. I gotta bring back the just the tip challenge. I'm telling you, enough just the tip videos and we'll make history. Was that camera on the whole time? I'm so embarrassed. Like and subscribe. Oh, you can't make it too obvious, right? Whoopsie daisy. Whoa. I think this is the first death in this entire 1500 runs. RIP. That's like 500 runs to get that much XP. Oh well. Oh, did I die? Oh shit, how embarrassing. Don't clip that. Definitely don't share that to all your friends. Maybe I'll be on the Australian morning news. It's unfortunate too, that was the one. That was the run where she was about to lose her little strap on. She blasted me too hard though. Some men can handle an ass blasting, not me. Not I. The 100th one and Cham there, yeah. A part of me, like, whenever I die, always wants to go back. Yeah. I don't think anybody that I work with is part of the 7 people that watch my videos, thankfully. Thankfully. When I go on camera, like my work camera is positioned so that when the daily double thing is in the background, it's off camera. Because I do not want any curious co-workers, let's say. Another Spired Helm. This time it's gonna be no problem. Bunch of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. That's fine. Well, at least we broke 1,500 runs. Technically, we're just over a third of the way there. Well, Ben, I just don't want them to be jealous, you know? Like, as soon as I start to tell them that I have 1,170 subscribers, that's when they start to try to bring me down. You know, dethrone me, as they say. And I just can't have that. I wouldn't be able to handle that kind of fall from grace. I'm a software developer, Lil Hoodies. Adoring fans all over the world. No, no, Ben. I just tell them I have a friend in Australia. I thought we were, isn't that how this works? I can come over and play with Poppy, I thought. I mean, if what have I been doing this for if that's not how it works? I don't get it. Another one. Okay. Third time's the charm. Hey, third time's the charm. Let's see. This is a not bad roll. I think it's like a mid roll. Yeah. Oh, it's actually good. 8 to 15, we rolled 13. 10 to 20, we rolled. Yeah, okay. It's pretty not great, but the cold damage is good. Cold damage is good. Not bad. Not bad. Put it on the list. Been a while, actually. Holy moly. Cloud Code extension of Visual Studio Code or no? No, GitHub Copilot. We'll just do Nightmare. I've seen you not pick up 3 green amers now. Me lacking talisman. Yeah, I can't. I don't anymore. Like, it's been a long time, Tommy, since I picked up green amulets. It just, tile amulets just don't hit anymore. I'll pick up the lacquered plate and that's it. Nothing else matters. Do you know how many freaking tiles amulets I found? I found my tile amulet on this Grail account when we were starting the account and I had only my sorceress in Act 3 Nightmare. Mephisto dropped it in like the 7th video of the entire series. Super excited about it. It was amazing. And nothing's been able to beat that since, you know? Oh my god, Lil Hootie sends a Grips hater. What the hell? No, I'd never leave a diadem on the floor. Never. We have probably 8 Griffs by now. I'll never leave one on the floor. Never, ever, ever. That hurts. It hurts my soul to even think about that. No way. At this point, I'm gonna have mules for specific unique items. Christ. Hey, you never know. You never know. Even a bad Grips is a good Grips. I picked them up because I want them to be perfect, Jay. If I get a perfect... Oh. See, like this, I'll always pick these up. Do I need more? No, I have like 10. But I always pick up the black belts. Seeing the word diadem makes my heart flutter. I legitimately, I think I pick up any color diadem. White, blue, yellow, or unique. I'll pick it up. Griffin Mule 4. Almost, Tommy. We genuinely have so many by now. Yes, Ben. That's exactly what love feels like. Like a prick from the arrow of Cupid in the buttocks. Yeah, maybe not set. That's a good point. That's a good point, Lil Hootie. So maybe not the set diadem. The set diadem is a bastard item. It's a bastard item that should be left on the ground like the garbage that it is. Yeah. That I can get behind. Ooh. That is a disgusting bad drop. Wow. Andy. Player 7 quest glitch 420 MF. You're dropping me a sack of blues? What the hell's wrong with you? That shouldn't even be an option. Be guaranteed one unique item every single time. Like, those aren't good, but at least it's not a sack of blues, dude. Too bad most sets suck. Yeah, it really is. It's really rough, but I have to feel for Blizzard. It's probably very difficult to find a way to balance the fact that you need, like, anywhere from 3 to 5 items, and you need all of them on at once. Oh, it's not terrorized. But so you need it to be good enough that that's worth doing, but also not like so broken that you don't use anything else, right? Then again, they made Enigma, so. Yeah, some of the early level sets are pretty sweet. The problem with the early level sets is the fact that you genuinely, like, if you're playing just a walkthrough, you're generally not going to find it, right? You have to kind of play when you already have a character that's farming, you've picked up these items, and now you make a new character, which, okay, great, but back in the day, there were no shared stashes, so what was the... what was the thought there, right? I mean, for the online trading, I suppose, but... Cow Kings is good for yeah, Cow Kings set's pretty good, but it's like insanely hard to find. That was the last set we found in the entire game. So hard to find. Give +1 teleport on each full elite set. I actually don't hate that. I mean, the Tal set is already good enough that it doesn't matter that that's not really a buff. +1 to teleport. Honestly, +1 to teleport on the Griswold set with a bunch of light facets. Anti-perfect poison thunder from Andy. Yeah. Oh, we're in the actual Andy hour now, aren't we? Or is it next? The time? I think it was next. Yeah. Next hour. A special rare Andy drop that grants 1 to teleport. I think 1 to teleport in the inventory is a mistake. It's already easy enough to get an Enigma, and it's expensive and everything, but I think having teleport in the inventory would be rough. Oh, Tommy, you little cheater. That's what you get for cheating, man. You get shitty fucking poison charms. It makes me feel better about myself. Thank you. I'm still excited to see how long the hardcore grail goes. Or how long it takes, rather. When we do not change the terror zones and we don't just farm Andy. What's that like? Couldn't tell you. Petrified wand. Honestly, at this point, like, just show me a white unearthed wand. Just show me that the wand exists, because I'm starting to have some fears that it doesn't fucking exist. Straight up. Would you count streaming days on that hardcore grail? Yeah, Trace. So I still don't know if I want to do videos. I think what I'm gonna do with the hardcore grail is I'm probably going to do it only on stream, and then I'll probably use the stream footage. Like, I'm going to dual record it so that it's not always like with chat interaction and stuff, because that can be kind of annoying on videos, and then use it for other videos. But I think I want to do the whole hardcore grail on stream. That way, if I do die, like, there's no question, or rather, if I don't die, there's no question of like, hey, did he just resurrect the character? Because it'll all be live. That's kind of what I'm thinking. 30 years down the line, 42% done with the grail, and you're still giving me bathroom renovation updates. Neither of us are achieving our goals together. I love that, Jay. I love that. As a labor working man doing 40 hours a week, yeah. Exactly, Tommy. That's exactly how I feel, dude. It's like me, like I have very limited time to stream. I love doing it, but like, let's see. What would I have been streaming if it wasn't this? It would have been The Hole, Lost City, and Dry Hills. I mean, it could be all right, but rather do some Andy. You have to start each stream and show your experience points. Well, that's what I'm saying. Each stream, you're going to know there's going to be continuity between the streams. Grimwand, Unraveler Head. You put those two together, like my brain does a little glitch and it says Unearth Wand? Oh, we're finding so many wands, man. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. I don't know if I can handle 2,500 more runs. I don't know if I can do it, guys. No, we can do it. I'm not giving up. I give up on a lot. Not this. Another Monarch. Storm Shield. Smells like rare Unearthed Wand. What does it mean when the Unearthed Wand is yellow? What's that smell? Another Dust Shroud. Something to identify. We'll take it. We're at 3x armor. Smells like used toothpick. Nasty.
Yes?
Yeah. 3 to charge bolt. Okay, what's worse, this or the chain lightning? I honestly feel like charged bolt is better. Oh, we have 2 charge bolts. This one's better. Thunderstorm, even better. Nova. Wow, we have a lot of lightning ones. Amulets. The Mahimok. I'm surprised we haven't found a Mars yet. Thought we'd have at least one. You probably use Chain Lightning a bit for fun. I feel like Chain Lightning on like maybe like players 3, players 5 could actually be decent. Chain Lightning maybe like in the pits or something like close quarters like that. Maybe the Maggot Lair. Undergifted. It could work. It could work. Chain Lightning's not horrible. Chain Lightning is only bad because there's something better. Eldritch Orb. It's about time. Little Ishutas. Eh. It's another underwhelming item. You feel like it should be so good and it's just not. It just ain't. Give me my wand. Gimme, gimme. I remember when green heavy boots used to get me a little ticklish. Those are good times. It'd be so much better if the plus fire and light damage would be minus resist. Yeah. For sure. What's my MF? It's 419. 419. I mean, we got a topaz in here. We got full 7 MFers. We're using Nagel rings. Like I really went pretty MF heavy. Obviously we could go like chances, but I think we're hitting faster cast rate breakpoints, so it was 420 be done already. I know, it's such a disappointment, right? Such a little tease. I'm just praying we can find one of those 1% MF Grand Charms. Maybe I can just replace my Fire Skiller with that. Monarch number 3. Yeah, maybe we need more MF. Could always replace a couple Skillers with more small charms. What's in your armor? Nothing. Why is there nothing in there? That's weird. That's a good point, actually. Need to find a socket quest and put an ist in there. I'm just wasting MF. What the hell? Maybe I'll up my MF to 500 for the next stream. Maybe I'll up it to 600. Why not fire facets? That too, yeah. Actually, not bad. Grimwand and a Scourge. Damn. Stormlash. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good drop. But I don't really think we need more fire damage. I think genuinely I would prefer more MF. Definitely Daly's Lament. Ugh. This is the downfall. Me trying to get a goddamn wand. It's okay. It is fitting. You know, I genuinely, I am happy that the Death Web is the last item. Because I don't know, it just feels, it feels good that it's an item that in my mind actually has some use versus like if the T-Mite was the last item, I feel like it would be like, oh great, we found it, put it in the stash, never use it. At least if we find the Death's Web and we still need the Chim, we're actually going to use that bad boy. It'll be a very rewarding last item find. You know what I'm saying? That feels good at least. Rare Phase Blade. I really shouldn't even pick these up. I don't know why I get attracted to the Crystal Sword lineup when it drops in rare form. I always think maybe that's something I'll use. I know it's not. Yeah, Trace, don't get me wrong. Like, I think the MF would have another one. Wow. I think the MF would have like the same amount of difference. It would make very little difference having like, what is it? Like 30 more MF? Thunderstorm again. How many lightnings do I need? We have 2 thunderstorms, 2 charge bolts. We got a Nova, a chain lightning, another charge bolt, another lightning. Holy crap. The diminishing returns start to hit heavily after 400. Yeah, exactly. Basically, if you can hit 400, you're in a really good spot. Anything after that, you should probably be focusing on cast rate, damage, whatever can get you quicker clear times. Because after that, the returns are not good. But I am more of like a numbers guy than a logic guy in that higher numbers get me excited. So having 500 to 600% MF would be pretty sweet. If we didn't absolutely need the bow, like we're literally going from like 1300 life to 2000, I'd probably have something crazy on the offhand switch too. Some like 6ist crystal sword or something. But maximalist, yes. Please avoid using that word, J-Bakes. I know. But listen, he's a part of the double Ds for the next month, so. An earth wand. An earth wand. Sing a little song. Sometimes it helps it come out of hiding. That's what I tell the wife anyways. Yeah, you know. 1,500 runs dry. It's not a big deal. We're not even halfway to odds. Something you got to think about. This was always going to be a 40-hour grind. 40 hours is not that bad. It really isn't. Yeah, that's true, Trace, actually, with the amount of... 324, actually. Technically, the facet would be more worth it. Llama completed a grail in 50 hours with just Andy? Yeah, that seems really quick. What the hell? That seems insane. Lou Houston, not a llama fan. Yeah, 50 hours seems a little bit crazy. I mean, we've got thousands and thousands of runs at Andy. I'm more surprised about like the normal items, really, because those are kind of hard to find in these areas, like the short staff and the leather armor and such. God, yeah. Oh, I gotta start cleaning up. Uh-oh. Hate doing cleanup, man. I hate putting these gems together. Hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I'll clean this up before I do the next stream. I don't make any promises, but I'll try. Time to clean the dishes. No, no, no. No cleanup. Did you hear what I said? No cleanup. He's always lurking at the worst times. I'll clean the dishes as soon as I find this death's web, okay? So pray for me. Pray for me that the D-web is coming. She's gonna wake up tomorrow, there's gonna be Ethernet everywhere. You brought this on yourself. This is your fault. When it takes 30 seconds to do one Andy run, you finish 5,000 Andy runs in 42 hours playtime? Yeah, and honestly, I think, like, right now, if I wasn't talking to chat, I could probably do Andy runs here in 25 seconds. And this isn't even like a really good map. Like if you use the map that Sir Fox has. Sir Fox has a map that is easily sub 20-second runs. Easily. So, I mean, with that you can do even more, right? I mean, that would be like another 50%, right? So you'd be closer to 7,000 runs. Yeah, Tommy, it's your fault. It's actually, it's not even everybody, it's just your fault, Tommy. You're the only person bringing me down right now. I'm over here doing legit terrorized Andy. I promise, don't check. Goddamn. Oh god, she's sending me Snapchats. Is she sending me Snapchats of the Ethernet? And how much she hates it? Or is it the cat? And how much she loves it. Just the cats. It's cute. Oh, I love me cats. I actually quickly want to see where we have a soccer quest. We must have a soccer quest somewhere. Let's do a quick little scanner. I think the Necro is probably the most likely. Okay, no. No. Damn. The Druid might have one. The Druid's probably way at the bottom. Check this shit first. This is rough. I really don't want to like do runs just for the soccer quests, but it might be worth it. Just making my run counter go up. I am a cheater after all. Okay, here's one. Let's do this. Let's put something in here. Is this my highest one? Yeah. $8.99. I'm pretty sure it's like the highest it can be, right? 900? 941. Oh, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So do it. Yeah, Trace. RNG is rough like that. Maybe I'll sort filter on the characters one day. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to search for certain things or have any kind of search in the stats would be especially nice. But okay. This is gonna be, oh my god, dude. First run with this new increased MF is gonna be, oh my god, game changing. Isrunes, we're actually low on Isrunes because we put 5 in that Rune Master. But, okay, I mean, 25%, because if we do a Topaz, it's just res, right? Oh, the Topaz is actually, is the Topaz more? No. No, it's 1 less. Well, Isrune it is. Nice. Okay. Then we're at 444. Suddenly 941 Talmer drops. I'll make another character in that case. It's fine. Okay, what can we do here now? Do we have more? Like, how much more? How many more would it take to get to 500? So we need 56 more divided by 7 is more is what? Like, 9? No, 8, right? MF increase. So I would need to get rid of more than 2 skillers. I don't... Wait, are we not using a... Well, in that case, we should just be using a frickin'... Why am I not using this? Okay. And then we can do one more. One more. I know. You're not supposed to sacrifice damage for MF. But I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Do we not have more? Ah, oh, man, I swear to God, if those other ones were in... I think they were in here. And we lost them when they did the update. Man. Okay, you know what? This is fine. We'll take this. Puts us at 484. So we just got another 60 55 MF. That's it. That's going to be the difference, guys. Like, you're about to witness insane amounts of unique items. Okay, we didn't get a single unique item. Okay. Power surge. Hell yeah, little Hoodison. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Istru and Shaka. Yeah. Yeah, that extra 1 MF might be the difference, Trace. Why not, right? Like, what am I... Actually, does the helm... The weapons give more, right? Yeah, the weapons give... Oof. Oculus. Why is there no Oculus here? Like, how do we not have an Oculus? There's one. 50% MF? I mean, what breakpoint are we trying to hit? Let's really think about this now. I've been wasting 1,500 runs with suboptimal MF. What breakpoints are we trying to hit right now with 115? So with the Sorceress, 105 gets us the frames. So if we switch to the Oculus, we actually have 105 and the same damage. And now we have 534 MF. What have I been doing? Has this all been a waste of time? I gotta reset the counter. I think I've been completely wasting my life and my time. Now we need these. The Chansey's not going to be worth it because then we lose a breakpoint. I think that's going to be, it's going to feel real bad. But now, Lil Hoodison, I'm going to need another mega message. We are at 534%. So we just gained 115% MF. And the haters are going to say, that's not going to make a difference. I mean, okay, to be fair, oh, the Oculus just almost killed me. To be fair, we've only gotten one Unearthed Wand, and it was white. So, maybe that MF could have made a difference. But, for the rest of the runs, we didn't actually, like, lose anything. So, plus 30, yeah, we could put an ist in here, eh? Okay, hold on. You're cooking. You are actually cooking. Fire Fleece, I'll take it. F, no. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, hold your horses. Oh, this guy's not done with Nightmare yet, so I don't have... Hold on. Yeah, the teleport is a little bit annoying, I can't lie. But... Oh, come on. It's teasing me, man. It's like, you have it? No. Okay. We'll just go for this. Yeah, maybe you don't like the teleport. Maybe. I think it's still worth it, though. It'd be really cool to hit 600. Like, sure, diminishing returns, blah, 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 but... This is pretty legit, guys. We just made huge improvements. We're rewarded with a 25% angle win. We lost 0 damage. We lost 0 MF, or faster cast rate breakpoint. And we gained 115% MF. So, really, there's no downside. Actually, we lost a little bit of damage because I replaced the Fire Skiller with the Geeds, but that's probably 500 damage. So it's no big deal. Oh my god, I can't believe the teleport procs so much. What the hell? God damn it, Oculus. Yo, what's up, Swooser? We're on the 5th Death's Web, but it's just been, we've gotten so many that it's like, why give up, right? Just trying to set a record for how many I can find in one stream. But we did upgrade our MF from 419 to 534. So I'm thinking, yeah, we're gonna get the God roll real quick with that. I have a good feeling about this, man. I have a really good feeling. Two more runs, Jay. All right, man. I'm still excited for the 2048, but I'll take it in 2 runs. You know, I'll take that. Another ring, light gauntlets. Oh my God, we actually got a second SOJ. Wow. Wow. That is absolutely insane. Oh my God. A second SOJ. Dude, that's so cool, man. That is such a cool ring to find. I feel like we're getting like Nightmare Andy leveled SOJ drops, man. Let's go. That's crazy. Nice, dude. Do you remember, like, we were like, oh, we should probably get another SOJ because technically I don't have one because I sacrificed it, and now we have 2. Wow. What was the other one? Was the graphic the same? I don't think so. I think I left it on the Paladin, but wow. In my opinion, this is the SOJ skin, so I'm super happy about that. How is Stream Elements #1? I don't know, actually. How is Pedro not at the top? I thought when you donate, like, I thought any sort of like actual donation, so like he gifted subs, I thought that puts you at the top. That gives you a bunch of XP. I don't know how Stream Elements is #1 though. Cheating? Chain gloves. The game is telling me, dude, just use chance guides. I genuinely though, Jay, I think that is that's the way the algorithm works. It's like, oh, you're only #2. If only you open up that wallet of yours, you can beat the bot. Now the real question is it YouTube or is it me? Little settings in the background that I can figure. Oh man, SOJ. All right, tonight was a good night. Even with no D-Web, we got a second SOJ. We're gonna have a max damage hammered in, which actually could be pretty sweet for farm and cham. We don't need MF for that. We are living the dream. Oh man. Wahid. Well, he's been dying a lot lately. At least in the code, so if it's yeah.
Good day.
Yeah. That's how I do it, man. And tons of Ormus. Yeah, not too excited about the Ormus. We'll take them. They're fun to identify, but it's not like I'm twitching to get more, you know? Well, he definitely has a skill issue, man. The guy's got to do better positioning. He just walks right into all the action. Works for me, I guess. Honestly, this feels so much better. I love using the Oculus. It just looks so cool. Like, I feel like using Hodo when you're on a sorceress is such a lame way to play. Using an orb is so much cooler. And you guys know I am quite the cool guy. Is that grave always there or only on your map? That grave. What are you talking about, that grave?
The Order welcomes you.
The one next to Andy? Oh. Yeah, dude. There's a lot of blockage. I just deal with it. I don't know. Cool guys farm with summon necro? Okay. Maybe guys that have 300 hours instead of 50 to find their death web. Yes. Could you imagine farming with a summon necro, man? You got 3 minutes for your setup. And then you do your kill in 30 seconds. And then you go next. Yeah, it's quite the tactic. If you could bring your summons with you to the next game, 100% it would be way more popular. Way more popular. Maybe not, you know, super meta, but it would actually be usable. This, like, the current way of doing it, not a good way. Use Iron Golem too. You gotta have a good stock of Iron Golem consumables. $15.93, which is technically not true because I think like 15 or so runs we use just swapping through characters trying to find a socket quest, but yeah, that makes sense, Pusu. Good maps for that. Rune staff, honestly, such a cool item. Such a cool item. I really wish that, you know, staffs were more usable. I feel like there's almost never a reason to use it. Like, the Mang Songs was not bad for Nova. It wasn't terrible, but unfortunately, the release of orbs really brought need for a staffs to have some buffs. And they just didn't come through. Another ring. Could it be? Widowmaker. Oof. Kami never understood why skeletons got more quantity summons per level in the golems when letting you summon more. Yeah, I guess the idea is that you just have like one real tank, but I did love I think it was Project D2. I played for a little bit, and you can summon multiple golems, and you could do a full build where your whole army is golems. It's not like 20. I think it's like 5, but it's just so much fun. It's so cool. I wish that you could do that in the regular game. I think it's kind of lame that you can't, but I get the idea, I suppose. Actually, Spookster, I feel like I haven't spoken to you since the whole last Epoch thing happened, where I think they announced an expansion, but it's a paid expansion. And I'm pretty sure when they came out with the game, they had said that they would never do that, right? How do you feel about that? Are you still playing last Epoch? Or I know it turned a lot of people off because they were saying you haven't even really finished the game, and now you're asking us to pay for an expansion. It's kind of wild. But they did get bought by, was it Tencent? Or whatever, greedy, one of the greedier companies. Whoa. A yellow Shaco, huh? You played a lot of Summon Necro on Pluggy, but TZ killed it. Yeah, Pindle to start's really good. Yeah. But yeah, when the TZ is obviously where you kind of should be going, it does hurt to do. I mean, that's we talked about this before. It's definitely killed the whole, like, one of the most fun things about doing Diablo 2 runs was that you typically didn't just do one area. There were multiple areas that were really good, and you would do a route, and everybody had a different route, and it was a lot of fun to do that, especially online when you farmed with you could farm with friends where you weren't really playing with the friends, but you would each do a different map, right? And then you would get a little bit better drops because of players count and stuff like that. And I think that's the one thing I don't like about Terror Zones, is that they really did eliminate that, where now, I mean, even with manipulating the time, I'm going to a specific map, but without manipulating the time, you know, you're just gonna do what the current Terror Zone is most of the time. But it's still a good improvement overall. I think just kind of sad that it broke that one of the more fun metas, in my opinion. Love the game. Don't mind paying for more content. This is your opposite of putting the final story chapters behind a paywall. At least all modern LE players get the expansion for free. What does that mean? What do you mean by all modern players? Like if you bought it at a certain time, or? Honestly, like, I don't really care that they want to release it for more money, you know? Like, more content's more content, you know what I mean? If I love a game, I'm not afraid of paying 20 to 40 bucks for a whole bunch more content, more classes, that kind of stuff. It can feel bad though, especially if they came out with the game and said, hey, we're not gonna do this, and then they do it. Kind of stinks. But then you have something like Path of Exile where you kind of get a lot of stuff for free, and it's like, you're cool with like 10 for an expansion, JBix? I mean, 10's pretty cheap. 10's... The way that I think about it is that generally if I'm gonna get $1 per hour, it's worth it. So if an expansion is 40 bucks and it's gonna give me 40 hours of actual, like, fun gameplay, then I would rather do that than spend $40 on some other game that I don't have as much fun with. Basically, if any player has the last $8 before the DLC releases, they get the DLC, but players after the DLC have to pay for the game. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't seem too bad then. That really doesn't seem too bad. Especially considering that, like, I assume that most people are going to be paying around the same, because you would have paid more for the game, and now that it's been out for a while, especially with the DLC, it'll probably go on sale. Yeah, 500 hours for 35. Yeah, I mean, if you're one of the players that gets that much time out of a game, like, I'm sorry, but Diablo 2, I could have bought, I think legitimately I could have bought like 100 copies of Diablo 2, and I still wouldn't be overpaying for it because of how many ridiculous number of hours I've gotten out of this game. But even on a smaller, like, more casual scale, I think, like, even just like a casual player, if you're getting 40 hours for a $40 game, I think that's really good. Same reason why I don't mind too much that, like, some games have subscriptions. Like, I don't really mind if you want me to pay 15 bucks a month, as long as I'm gonna get, as long as the game itself is free. Then if I'm getting 15 hours a month, I don't really mind it. The problem with me, like, with stuff like World of Warcraft, is that now you want me to pay 60 bucks for the expansion, and then also it's like 20 something dollars a month Canadian. So now I really gotta try to make it worth it. That feels a little bit rough. I always feel bad for people like I see on Reddit in the RuneScape subreddits that'll be like, hey, you know, I'm a new player and I want to get membership, but I want to pay for it with in-game gold. Which is like, okay, like, obviously it's great that you can do that, but when you don't already have the wealth in these games like World of Warcraft and RuneScape and other subscription-based games where you can pay for time with gold, if you don't already have a lot of wealth, playing the game just to pay for the game can start to feel really bad, right? Because obviously it's not usually cheap. The amount of in-game gold you need requires many hours of commitment to get. And so if you're a casual player who, if you spend all your time playing, you finally get enough gold to get another month, and then you're just spending the next month getting enough gold for the next month, and so on and so forth, and you really don't ever progress your account, it starts to just feel like work, right? Another reason you play WoW on private service, yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of private service. I think if you enjoy them, then that's fantastic. I always get worried that I will play a private server and get really invested in it, and then they'll get taken down with like a cease and desist or something, and then there goes all my time, which really sucks. But if you're not worried about that, and you can find a private server that has like a pretty decent population, then I think it's a pretty great option for those that don't want to pay. Guys, I'm starting to think that MF change didn't do much for me. You bought Puss in Boots: The Last Witch for 35 so you could watch it at home with your family. You really wanted to get Game of Thrones, so you watch it on repeat. Hey, if it's a 2-hour movie, you gotta watch it 18 times and then you're good. I haven't paid for a movie in a long time. I mean, obviously I pay for the streaming, so... Okay, hold on. Is this Oculus better than my Oculus? What do we got here? You did end up doing that. Perfect. Then you win. You get the prize. It's personal satisfaction. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two Oculus. Yeah, we're just not getting the wand drops, guys, but you know what? Tonight was a good night still. I think we got, you know, we got another SOJ. We got, what else we got on this list? We got a 4% BK. We got a gold room, which is sweet. A couple more fastest to add to the collection. A night wings. I mean, it was a pretty good night. And we increased our MF without really losing any damage, so I'm pretty happy about that. Just means that the next Andy stream will be a beauty. A true work of art. I'm gonna try my best. This is actually kind of nice. Wow, actually, I think I'm gonna keep these. These are quite nice. I'm gonna try my best this week to finish up the no stat druid challenge, because I think we have act 2, 3, 4, 5 in hell left. Hopefully I don't die, but I'm gonna try my best to get that out. And I'll be streaming on Wednesday. So really just getting back to the regular schedule. I want to try to do like 3 videos a week, 2 streams a week. Do my best now that I have the time. But I appreciate you guys being here. Especially after me taking a little bit of a... Oh. We needed more MF. What did I tell you? Oh, I told you it wasn't enough. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck. Dude, that... Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Shit. Just wait for Blizzard to release illicit items that are disabled from dropping off the last patch. Yeah, yeah. Technically, more MF means more magic items too. I mean, that's fair enough. Listen, that could have been a white one. So, yeah. Spooster, would you ever play BG3 on stream? I was actually thinking about it. Like, I've been really, I think you went to the store or whatever when I said this earlier, but I've been really wanting to play something really story-based. and I've been thinking about doing BG3. I think the only way I do it though is once we finish the Grail. Like it's such a commitment, but I really do, I really want to. I really want to. But I know it's like hundreds of hours, so I mean with me when I stream like basically at most 3 hours a stream, it's like how many streams is that? I can't even do the math in my head. Probably 100 streams to finish the game if I really want to get into it. Oh damn. Oh, that's, I mean it's not that good, but I really like this. Yeah, that 1% would have made the difference, Trace, right? By the way, I wanted to say I'm so happy that you came with this new account, this Trace 404, because with Chase for Trace, I swear to God, everybody else called you Chase, and I always said Trace because in my head, it was like the last word, so that's what I called you. And I always felt weird that I was the only one, but now you come in with Trace 404, I'm gonna take that as a victory. I was correct this entire time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we could sacrifice any more damage for MF though. Like even if I'm gonna go through the VODs and find out what we lost in these 4 tabs because I'm pretty sure one of them had all my extra MF charms. I don't even know how I'm gonna really like figure it out, but yeah. Anyways, even if I did find all my MF charms, like I don't know if it's worth it to like, yeah, it seems that I get, oh no, actually this is the Geeds, so I'm losing almost it's probably about 800 damage every charm, so it's like, yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. Yo, what's up, Yak? How you doing, man? Long time no see. You don't recall anybody calling him Trace? Jay, I swear to God, I think Pedro called him Chase. I think Ryan. Like, I felt like most people did. But yeah. Power Rasha Emmy. Yeah, that's a good point, Jay. I actually don't even pick up green amulets anymore. You could be feeling it, but... Hey, actually? Oh. What? What are the odds of that? Okay. Pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded. I was waiting this whole time for Yak to drop in. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty nuts. We'll keep that one. What the hell? Holy shit. Tonight's been a night of predictions. You call the Burroon at lower cross? I don't know, man. That's on a whole other level. How about you call a Death's Web here? Huh? Can you do that for me? Shit, dude. That's crazy. Stop hitting me. I don't like teleporting around. Ah, it's not that bad. As long as, honestly, it's been teleporting me to safety, so that's not the worst. But as long as it doesn't teleport me to my death, we've almost caught up. We almost caught up the experience that we lost in that one death. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Keeps me awake. Yeah, definitely keeps me on my toes. Yeah. Definitely keeps me on my toes. You gotta be mega alert at all times. Oh, a Gilded Shield. Yes. Not bad. 193. Not bad. I've actually, like, I feel like, nah, you know what? I probably wouldn't put a Zod in an Ethereal Hawes, but I was always a big fan of the Ethereal Hawes. I think it's a really cool item. Lots of defense. You up it. It's fun. Grim Wand. Damn. Man, that Unearthed Wand, I feel like I got a big jolt of energy. Just seeing a single blue Unearthed Wand, I feel like my whole life flashed before my eyes. I swear to God. Like, I'll take it. We're doing increments. We started with a white one. Now we found a blue one. Next we're gonna find a rare one. And then history is made. It's that easy. It really is not. It's the stairway to heaven. The Diablo 2 stairway to heaven. No problem, man. I'll take that. Which means, okay, so it's been 1,600 runs. We found 2, which means by 3,000 runs, I should have it. No problem. We can get that done tonight. Another dust shot, but not the type we want. There's a mercenary have a 50% increased attack speed and fire res jewel. I think he has... Yeah, I think he does. Is Andy plus 20? Yeah. Plus 20 minus 30. So he has a plus minus 24. Or no, 14. So it's a 15-14? That's pretty good still. But I think it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty good. Stuff like that is hard on single player, like jewels and charms and stuff like that. Like finding perfect ones, really difficult. Yeah, very rare, very rare. And we found a lot of jewels too. Like doing lower cross, we have a lot of jewels to identify, and yeah. Really opened my eyes to how rare those kinds of rolls were. I was happy enough to get that. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, damn. It's got all the things you like to see, but just not enough. Not enough of each.
Good day.
Good day. See, that's a normal roll for a jewel. Some garbage fired. I think we did get a 1539 though. Damage or attack speed increased damage, enhanced damage rather. That's pretty sweet. That was pretty nice. I can't remember if we put it in the Lycander's aim. I think we may have put it in the Lycander's aim and upgraded it when I was playing through the Amazon. I don't remember. It's so hard with stuff like that on single player because it's so valuable that you're like, oh, I need to wait for like the best item to put this into, and then you maybe never find that, and then it ends up just sitting in the stash, which is definitely worse, right? Like you should just be using it, but it's hard. It's hard to make that call. Because you're like, am I ever gonna find another? Hey, oh, come on. We finally find the S-Titans. It's the 151. That's like, that's worse than just a regular one. Ugh. Oh, I was so happy to finally find an F-Titans and it rolls so bad. We'll hang on to it for the collection, but that sucks. That's like almost the worst roll. The life leech is good, but worth writing down? Alright. Just for you, I'm gonna add F tits. Put that on the list. of time again. I should be going, but we've been having such a good night. See if we can get away with a little bit more. See what she says. Don't tell her. 1635. I mean, we've almost done 400 runs tonight. Pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like if I could do 500 runs a day, we'd be done in no time. Obviously, easier said than done, but not an impossible goal to hit. I'm gonna go to I'll go to 1675. That way we'll be at 400 runs tonight. And then I'll call it a night. Maybe getting a better map. Maybe I might spend some time trying to get a better map before the next stream. It's not a terrible map. I took this one just because we wanted to change the seed. And this was like, it only took 2 refreshes to get this. But yeah, it's definitely not the best map. So yeah, I can look into cleaning up the stash, getting a better map, and do that before the next stream. I'll think about that. I kind of want to play Diablo 1 on Wednesday, but I really, really want to just hammer this out. Especially the SOJ. The SOJ drop mixed with the fact that we actually... Oh, excuse me. We actually hit another Unearthed Wand tonight. Like... It just reignites, you know, the drive, but 2048 is definitely possible next. Yeah. If we just do 400 more runs. So maybe that's what I'll do. We'll get to 1275 that way. We know for a fact that next stream we can hit 12 or 2048, which, I mean, 2048, it's going to be the run. I don't even know why I'm hoping for it right now, because there's no point. We know when it's coming. Run 2048. The Corona, always a good little find. 23 cold absorb. 5 all res is such a random. 5? That's all you got for me is 5? Yeah, if we get a better map, I should be able to cut the run times down by like 5 to 10 seconds. It's actually really significant, especially considering that we're not really picking much up. It makes the runs a little bit faster too. Obviously, I am giving it extra time because I would hate to miss it. You guys would never let me live that down. You don't need to hit alt to see what items drop since it's in 2048. See, that would save me time. I should just be killing Andy and just going to the next game without even looking. Even if you see a beam, just keep going. No, I take... honestly, these runs could be faster, but I like really analyze it because I'm almost certain that I'm gonna one day miss an item that I really need, and thousands of runs will be down the drain. I think if I wasn't streaming and like sharing the accomplishment with you guys, I think if that ever happened to me in single player, I would probably just hero edit in a new Unearthed Wand and just use some kind of like randomizer to roll its stats for me. I think I'd just be like, you know what? No. No. Not going through that again. Sadly, I have an audience, so Can't be doing stuff like that. Brave one. 25, 27. Yeah, we're getting about 25-second runs on average. When we had our other map, I think I was averaging 19 seconds. It's significant, right? Like 5 seconds over the course of 4,000 runs really does add up. What's that? 20,000 seconds divided by 60 is 500 minutes. So 8.5 hours saved. It's actually insane. This is why you don't do the math on stuff like that, because then you just realize you've been wasting a lot of time. You idiot. Not only that, but I've been doing it with lower MF than I could have been, because this is like exactly the same kill time, and I have freaking 115% extra MF. I don't know why you guys watch me. I am a shit Diablo 2 player. I have a 5-5-3. I should roll some more call to arms. See if I can get a 6 bow. Okay, 25 more runs. Another Zweihander. How many times are we going to get that item? Wow. Whoa. Gotta love the screams of a burning fallen. Really makes my day. Oh, the chat froze. I did not see half of these messages. Can be annoying with YouTube sometimes. Oh, it's the sound the Poison Nova makes is awesome, Yak. I absolutely love it. It's such a satisfying noise. 5.5 hours of wasted time, Jay? Nice. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. What was I thinking? Still odd how late you got the Oculus. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm stupid. I'm bad at this. Really, really bad at this. It's okay, I'm learning. I'm still new at this game, okay? So, you can't have high expectations. The Lich Wand? Oh, yeah, that is true, Trace. That is true. The Oculus was... Jeez. Yeah, that item took forever to find. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot. We got it in Chaos. Way late in the game. Yeah, the Hoda was very early on. I mean, the Hoda was one of the first, like, endgame rune words I made, because we got... I can't remember if we got 2 goal or if we got a Vex. I feel like we may have cubed up a couple goals, but... Yeah, the Vex rune was... very early, yeah. That's probably why. You're right. I just have it in my head that that's the item to use because I was using it for so long. Plus, I kind of just always had a negative impression of the Oculus because of the chance to get teleported randomly. A lot of people don't like using it with that. Not a big deal on softcore, but it can just be frustrating. God, the might aura is insane. Yeah. I remember when I was in elementary school, I had a friend who played single player who had a sorceress with an Oculus, and I had never found an Oculus on my own. Way back in those days, it was... I couldn't believe it. You found an Oculus? No way. I was very jealous. You know, I went home and played for hours that night trying to find my Oculus, but... Alas, I mean, it is one of the rare items. Like, all the elite class-specific items are relatively rare. But still, I think we had a couple deaths fathomed before we had an Oculus. You ever wonder if he's still playing D2? Man, I haven't thought about that guy in many years. He went to a different high school, so after elementary school, obviously we... Oh my god, what am I doing? We did not stay in touch. And I saw him once. I ran into him at a bus stop. Probably grade 11. So that was the last time I spoke to him, and that's grade 11. 15 years ago?
The order welcomes you.
Yeah, we used to play Maple Story together, me and that guy. Oh, there's this 3% MF charm you were talking about, JVix. It's actually kind of a nice one. Selling it. What key are you using to enter the game that fast? I press H. H is the hotkey for hell. And I press H because I'm more confident in my key pressing than my mouse clicking. And I have many times clicked to Nightmare instead of hell by accident and lost my map. So. Plus it's faster. Some people, like, if you're playing single player, if you want to really make it quick though, you can make a macro that will click the play button and hell for you in, like, with one input. A lot of people do that. Yeah, Jay, I gotta keep it. Says who? Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Whoa. What did I almost do there? I almost got rid of one of my most beautiful, precious... This is one of my favorite charms, and I almost just threw it on the ground instead of a ring. Christ. Alright, 11 more runs, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can get lucky in the last final stretch. And then after that, I'll see you guys on Wednesday if you guys are around. Another ring. Dwarf Star. 2 SOJ. Oh, I missed a white diadem. Actually, there's no macro for that. Yeah. Actually, once you subscribe, I think you're locked in for life. I pay YouTube $1,000 a month for that. I think it's worth it. I'd be down to 0 subs if it wasn't like that. Most people realize their mistake very soon after subbing, but... Yeah, Trace, I think Sir Fox uses that. I think he has a macro that exits and starts a new hell game with one click. He used to always ask me when he came in, he was like, why don't you use a macro? It's so much faster. And again, if you sit down and do the math, it's probably worth doing, especially when you're doing thousands of runs. But, I don't know. I don't really mind it. Plus, I don't really have, like... I know some keyboards have macro buttons on them. I don't really have that. I suppose I could maybe put it on my mouse, but that's probably risky. I'll probably accidentally hit it when I don't mean to. Oh my. I don't know about that. Yeah, just one of those things. I kind of like pressing the button and part of the process, right? Jesus Christ. Getting moved around. $169, nice. I think I'm gonna also try to see if I can get a if I can get the loot filter to give me a beam on an unearthed wand. I think that'd be really, really cool. Even if it's just white. Just any unearthed wand, give me a beam. I don't know how difficult that would be for... I feel like it wouldn't be that bad though. I wonder if other people have done it. We talked about it back in the day when we were talking about Tyrion's Might, and I think we were worried that it would give away, like if a unidentified sacred armor would give away that it was a Tyrion's Might because the beam would show up. But maybe if we could just target the base, it might be fun. We'll see. Do it.
Greetings.
I am a master coder after all. Anything is possible. Down to the final two. It's been a fun stream though. Appreciate you guys hanging out as always. Okay, I think we got to do two more. I think this one's not... I think this one is the 74th, so we got to do two more runs. All right, last run, luck. Come on, baby. Yeah, this stupid chat keeps freezing. I have to refresh and then I get a bunch of you guys' messages. It's annoying. Every SOJ would be another Annie? Yeah, actually, that's a really good point, Trace. Good question. Yeah, I mean, definitely, no, you're definitely correct. I'm only thinking, like, do we even need two? Probably. I guess it would be nice to just have the two. But yeah, if we find any more... Yeah, there'll be Annie rolls, which is fantastic because our Annie rolls were, our one Annie roll was absolutely dog shit. So anything would be better than this. Yeah, I'll hold on to 2. I think it would suck to not hold on to the 2. Like, I think that the BK rings are like, honestly, I think the only case where SOJ is better is if you're doing energy shield, right? I feel like the life on the BK is just better. Like, when do you really need the mana elsewhere? I don't run out of mana on any other character. There's probably some use cases, but still. So I don't like need to hold on to them, but I think having 2 SOJs is just fun. So all we gotta do is find more mana consumption. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thanks a lot for hanging out, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday, and we will do another 500 runs, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another. Thanks, guys. Catch you next time.